here from Simple 123 Trader. It is Monday, May 12th. We are live at the New York stock market morning session. Glad you can join us. Hope everybody's doing well. All right. With me is Mr. Peter Bain.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Let's see. I think someone else wants to join us here. Okay. So a quick look at our calendar for today, which is the 12th. And everything's yellow, so nothing going on today. Let's see how tomorrow looks. We got some red news tomorrow. CPI. Okay, so tomorrow should be a rocker in the morning, 8:30. All right, but today, no red news, but we do have some news from yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, right, Peter, that they talked about, Mr. Trump was talking about China?
Yeah, his representatives to Geneva announced good news last night that things went well in the discussions with China in Geneva, Switzerland, and that Trump would provide greater details this morning. And according to the news this morning, the tariff on China will be something of 30%, and the tariff from China to the U.S. will be less than that. I don't know the exact details, but anyway, there's a 90-day moratorium on, and Trump will announce the details this morning. So the futures, like what they heard last night. China didn't walk away from the table. They hung in there and apparently inked some sort of deal.
Excellent. All right. So we do have a strong look in U.S. dollar this morning. So it's quite interesting here. Overall, it's been up, but it's sort of sideways right now. It was very strong at first last night. Around London Open, it went up quite a bit. All right. So looking at the NAS here, we're a little bit, I guess they're kind of waiting now. It's in a lull situation. We've been a little bit sideways most of the Asia session. It spiked up a little bit and then came back down again. So everyone's been essentially taken out. These guys have been taken out. Very close to taking these guys out. These have been swept. So we've got some liquidity here and here and here. So it's possible that we could come down a little bit first before we make a move. There's liquidity above here and here. So this is off the 5-minute time frame. See how our Bitcoin looks. Okay, I'm gonna go up. So Bitcoin we're in a sideways chop here on Bitcoin. It did spike up above 105,000, almost to 106,000. At one point there, 2 o'clock in the morning. No, that was London Open. We spiked way up, but came back down again.
We're in an uptrend continuation pattern, so we should theoretically move higher.
Yeah. Oops. What I just did there.
You can see that on the 15-minute chart.
There are some lows down here to be taken out. So we fall back one more time here, possibly. But these guys have all been taken out. So, or no more liquidity up here. This is our latest high. On the 15-minute. Yeah, pretty choppy stuff, but quite they drop there from that move up, and then we come screaming back down. Swept everybody out. But these guys are still alive over here. I'm just going to mark this up a little bit here. Okay. So there is a possibility for us to fall first. And reason being is that we do have a 1, 2, 3 top here, drop, and we're chopping. So very much in looking like a sell on Bitcoin at the open here, or even right now. Right now, actually, because we're still at 8 minutes before the open. So that's on the 5-minute time frame. So let's see how it looks on the 1. Equal lows down here. Mhm. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of liking Bitcoin for a sell here.
I agree.
I'll watch it closely here. So NAS, I'm going to go up NAS on the hourly. Again, we opened up yesterday with a big pop. So we've got a wide gap there. I've marked out this gap. Let me lock it up. Okay. And minute. Okay, so Martin wants in. Let's see if we can find them. I still have about 5 minutes before we open here, so. But not much going on right now with, with any of these. Interesting.
I think the markets are probably are waiting for Trump to make his announcement this morning.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression that he already had made that announcement. So
well, his compatriots indicated last night from Geneva that things went well with China, and that Trump was going to announce the details this morning, but the rumor mill has it that there's a 90-day moratorium on tariffs, and the tariffs have been cut substantially. So that was as of 6 o'clock our time this morning, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
I see.
So the futures market liked what they heard in the rumor mill.
Yeah, I decided not to jump into Bitcoin going down because I kind of felt that they were baiting everyone to go short here. I realized that this low here, 875.51, and this low here, 877. So this is lower. So it looked like this was a 1, 2, 3 bottom, but it's not. So this is a longer.
But do we not have a 1, 2, 3 bottom on the 5-minute and 15-minute chart, Lennox?
Of what, Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, yeah.
Yeah, well, this looked like a 1, 2, 3 bottom here, but it's not. So there's a longer move up, and so they've taken out the high. So I kind of wanted to see if they were going to do that, and they did. On the 5-minute, problem is I have a 1, 2, 3 top here.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So
good catch.
I'm looking at this more as this type of move to come back down one more time.
Yeah, I see that. Good catch.
And you see from this level here, we did get a 1, 2. We dropped, it chopped it up in here. And now we get another 1, 2 drop. They chop it up in here. So looking for them to drop it one more time. But yeah, so I might have missed it now doing that. Yeah, there we go. So now they're really doing it. So they sweep the high. So you see they swept it here the first time, and it looked pretty good that we could just drop, but then they decided no, they wanted to sweep it one more time, and now we get the drop. So I just missed it now by changing time frames there. Okay, so they're very good. They're very sneaky. That was a good move there on their part.
Yep.
If you're really vigilant, you wouldn't miss it, but right. So that we're about to open now. We are opening now. Okay, so here we go. So again, my first thought was that we would come down first, and we are. So they're looking to take out these lows. And the same with Bitcoin going down. So there we go. We're taking out the first low. Looking at all these guys now. Where are they going down to? Got a gap down here. Yet another gap down there. So order block. So that should be enough there. I don't think we should go too much further than that. Do have a low here, swing low here. So see, just with Bitcoin there, just by moving away for a moment to a different time frame, I missed the sell. So that's what I wanted to catch, that move down. But that's all good. NASDAQ, again, saying looking for the sell. That's very quick. So you have to be right there and ready with your bow and arrow, our slingshot ready, because that's just gone, right? So if it was good news, it's not shaping up as such at the beginning here. We've gone quite a ways down below the gaps into the order block area. It looks on a 15. So, I mean, look at Tesla opened up quite with the quite a gap on Tesla from 298 to 321. So what did they do there? Wow. Let's see how it looks on the 4-hour.
You know, we're in a wave 4 on the 4-hour and 1 hour.
Yeah, so you see we're right into those gaps I was talking about that we could go into. And that's what they've done here. Wow, that's amazing.
So much for stops.
Yeah, that's quite the jump there.
I'd expect it to come down. I'd be looking for a short myself.
Everything has changed now, so get rid of all this stuff here.
A nice 1, 2, 3 top would be wonderful.
But this locked. Okay, I have it locked. This was an opening gap from previous. Just removing all my drawings here. Okay, so Tesla, quite the pop up. But again, like you were saying, we are in a fourth wave. I'm going to go to the daily, and then this becomes more evident on the daily that, again, we had a 1, 2 here. We've chopped up and down, and now we get this move up. That's what I was saying, that we would come back up into this area, and then we could see a collapse of Bitcoin, of Tesla going forward.
Yeah, I see
now, that. It is possible we could go higher, so I'm not going to discount that, but we're in an area where we could start to see a fall for sure. So
it might be trying to set up a 1, 2, 3 top right now on the 1 minute.
Coming down the time frames. Oh, okay, that's going to be a while before something shows itself there. But in the interim, let's see NAS here. NAS is still, okay, NAS is looking to turn around now. So where did we go down to? They did take out the low here. And there's one other low, but I don't think they're going to take that low. They might, but I'm not really thinking that they will take this low here. Let's see if they do. Okay, my computer is slow. Okay, so this. Yeah, they might take that low, but they might not. So we'll see if they do. So these gaps didn't mean anything. They've gone. I've lost my handles, hit my overlays. Okay, so I'll be looking for a turnaround move here. But you see they are gunning for that low now. So they might take that out. See how Bitcoin did or is doing. So big drop. They push right back up, take out the highs again. Wow. So that's quite the volatility there. And then back down again. So very volatile. You have to be super nimble to be in and out of these kind of. So that gotten in up here and get out pretty quick down here and let it be. So this is very tough trading at this point. Wow. Quite interesting moves here. They are looking to take out this low.
There's a 1, 2, 3 top 1 minute BITO.
On Tesla?
On BITO, BITO, 1, 2, 3 top.
On BITO. Oh, you're gone to a different thing now. Oh, wow.
Well,
I haven't heard you.
I'm trying to become like Lennox.
Yeah, don't.
Multi-talented.
Well, the computer is really slow. I'm not sure what's going on here. We got a nice pop on Qubit there. Okay, this is super slow motion here on my computer. I'm not sure what's going on. So this is good. We did break that. If Armin's with us, we did break that high. We're looking for that $9 933 high. We not 933, 929 high. We've broken that. So we've got next high to go is 11, and then we have one at 1269. So we've got a ways to go here. But if this is a 1, 2, 3 bottom, we're in good hands. We could go quite a ways here. Right, back to NAS here. Stick to one thing here and see if I can. Okay, again, my computer's rather slow motion here. I seem to be having a problem with one of the indicators. It's just spinning its wheels. I'm not sure if that's causing my problem. So we're getting quite the move down. We've taken out all the lows now. So where are they heading to? So it must not be that good of news then, Peter, if the market's falling like this.
Yeah, well, of course, I don't know if Trump has made his announcement or not, but there's a lot of speculation flying around.
So you can see here on the NAS, we do have a 1, 2, 3 top and another 1, 2, 3 top. So this could take us down quite a ways here. We're probably going to consolidate a little bit at this point and continue dropping down one more time. There we go. Finally, the indicators come back. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but those problems, that's what was causing the slowness on my computer. So there's our close. All right, so since we have a 1, 2, 3 top and yet another one, and then we get this drop, we could, like I say, gyrate our bit in here, and we could fall one more time. So we have to be, if we want it an in, we have to be very vigilant here and wait for an opportunity. So mark off some of these gaps here. We could even come back up top here. Oops. This is a very slow Monday, but an interesting open. I'll just show you guys what I've been doing over the weekend. It was a busy weekend for me, but I did get a number of trades in, and I haven't had a loss. I didn't lose at all since Friday, so I've had quite the run, and let's go. I'm going to go find my last loss here. You can see I've had quite the run. So there was my last loss. That was on the 9th. So what was the 9th? The 9th was on Friday, I think. Yeah, so that was a Friday when I finally lost. But since then, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 to 285. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 to 905. Whoops. No, don't mess me up like that. So we're looking for 905. There it is. There's 905. Don't want to start over again.
So that's your trading on Oanda?
Yes. And
So
also in my real stuff. Okay, where did 905 go? That was my last one there. Okay, so 905 just messed up. So the 20, again, I don't remember what I was at, 29, I think.
Yeah.
905, there's 905. Okay, so 29, right? And 905 is there. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 trades in a row without a loss. So pretty good, getting very close to my all-time record, which was 43 trades in a row. I'd like to beat it.
Do you recommend Oanda over AXI, Lennox?
Not really. I've used Axie all through the years, so I would stick with Axie.
Okay. I think they're in the UK now.
Yeah, and Oanda is in Canada, but all right. So we are consolidating as I would expect here. So can we come back up into this gap, maybe even to this gap? Perhaps that's possible. We are forming our 1, 2, 3, so we could come up a little bit. And you see, when we get a 1, 2, 3, it's tempting to just jump in. But so for those on YouTube, I'm sorry that everything's so slow this morning, but this is the way it is sometimes in the markets. We are the 1, 2, 3 traders. And all we're looking for are 1, 2, 3 bottoms and tops. So a 1, 2, 3 bottom is here. We've got a 1. The low point is our 1. The high point here would be our 2. And then the next low point would be our 3. So that's our 1, 2, 3. And then we look for a retrace between points 1 and 2 back down to about 50 to 62% area. And then we are good to go. We are looking for an entry and push out, and usually up to a Fibonacci 1.618 target area. And I say area because there are a number of targets: 1.618, 1.414, 1.272, 2.0 are targets as well. But I prefer to go to 1.618. So the reason we would take that trade is if we are convinced that it's a legitimate 1, 2, 3, because there are many 1, 2, 3s, and doesn't mean that, yes, it's a trade because you see a low, a high, a low. So depending on where you are, like for instance here, we've dropped to this level here. jumping in on this 1, 2, 3 bottom does not mean it's going to take us up to 1.618 because we have a 1, 2, 3 top that's controlling this move. So it's likely that we won't see a big push back up into this area. It's possible, but you take a risk if you jump in on a 1, 2, 3 at this point. All right, so structure is the key to everything we do. And we are looking for a structure that plays out like that. That's our basic structure. And if we're going up, we're looking for a structure that plays out like this. So that's our basic down and up structure. This is sell side, this is buy side. And that's basically it. So we want to be at support levels, resistance levels when we take our trades. All right. So Bitcoin's really, I'm jumping around too much, so I'm not really paying attention. When I'm trading by myself, I concentrate on either one or the other, Bitcoin or the NAS. If I look at both, but I will analyze and see which one has the best setup, and we'll jump into the one that's performing the best. In this case, it would have been Bitcoin this morning, because I was looking for them to drop it down first. They did. Now we've come back up, swept the high. They've come back down. Here's our structure that I'm talking about. So now this will be a move back to the upside to complete our structure going the opposite way. So we're looking for something like this, for them to take out this high. So might get a pullback here, might not. Sometimes they don't give you much of a pullback. So beautiful moves on Bitcoin right now. We're breaking to new highs here. So that's quite a turn of events on Bitcoin. So interestingly here, Peter, we had a 1, 2, 3 at this point. We dropped down, we chopped up and down in here, but they did not break the low. So they fell short of breaking the low. They took everybody out, but they left these guys alone down here. Interesting. So I would have expected them to break that low and then looking for a turnaround move back up, but they did not. And this happens quite often on Bitcoin, I've noticed, much more often than you would care to see, actually. So something to keep in mind if you're playing Bitcoin. So we were very much in a choppy state, and you can see from yesterday at 6. This was yesterday's candle, daily candle. So these are areas that are in gray are the candles. I'm not sure why it's all in one color. It should be different colors here. Let me just see if I can fix that real quick. Nope, it's still going to be the same color. Interesting. I can change the color a little bit. It's an orange color. Okay, I'm going to leave this alone. It's supposed to be, the colors should be changing, but they're not. Okay, so we're very choppy in Bitcoin here. We got this big push up, big drop back down. So it looks likely that they're coming back down to take out these lows here. So all this movement is suggesting that we chopped up, dropped, moved back up, that they're still going to come down and take out these lows, take out these guys. So we're in a very super choppy affair here. Pretty nasty looking chart. So they could be coming back down again. So maybe an opportunity setting up for a sell. So look for one more push to take out the highs. Perhaps. Go back to NAS again. All right, so NAS, again, like they did come up into that area, into that high. So that 1, 2, 3 was viable to get up there. So if I put the fib on there, let's see what fib expansion that takes us to right here. So if I put the fib expansion tool on here, that took us to one. There's my 1.618. So that was good to go to 1.618, but it wasn't good to go to 2.0. So that's the kind of thing you could have taken that trade to the upside into that 1.618, 1.414, 1.272 area, even 1.0. You could have made it to that area, but to go to 2.0, to stretch it into 2.0 would not have worked. So that was a legitimate 1, 2, 3, but you take a risk playing that because of the fact that we've dropped and we could just be chopping up and down in this area right now. So quite interesting there. All right. So what are they going to do now? So we've got I'm looking for them to come back down and take out this low here. So an opportunity for an entry if we can get a retrace back up and a drop here. Did Tesla form a 1, 2, 3 top or anything yet? Not much going on here in Tesla still.
Well, it looks like it might be, and I say might be, trying to put in a 1, 2, 3 bottom on the 1 minute chart, but it's more or less in wave 4 on the 1 minute chart.
Yeah, so it's very choppy here, so it's not nothing that I would want to be jumping into at this point.
I agree.
Yeah, you gotta be careful there.
Yep.
This is a good edification in patience now. So the key here was for us at the open at 9:30. The 9:30 opening candle was here. So for us to be patient and wait. I was expecting this drop. So to stay on this chart would have been ideal, not jump around. So I was looking for them to come to push back up into this gap area, but they are not doing it. So it's quite weak and we're just coming straight down. So it's still possible to get a retrace here. So I'll again patiently wait to see if they do come back up into this area here.
It looks more and more like Tesla 1 minute is trying to go up.
Yeah, I mean they could induce the buyers to go along here, certainly. You're in an area where a likelihood of a fall is stronger, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, they might get sucked into that gap.
Yeah, remember the overall structure is similar to here, where we've dropped and we've chopped up and down, and they've come up into this area here, kind of thing. So to go long in here is not such a great idea. So here we go. We're getting that push back up in there now. So okay, that might have been it there for me. See if we get another push in.
Yep.
That might have been the only touch they were going to give us. So you can see how you have to be really quick to catch some of these moves. So that's when, so there's our 1, 2, 3 top at this point now. The retrace, that might have been it, and we could just come straight down now and take everybody out. Looking for them to go back up one more time to take out this high. Will they do that? Possibly, possibly not. We'll see here. If not, if they don't, there we go. They've taken it out very close to a sell now. So we're right in the sweet spot area. before you sell at that point. So I'm going to take a sell here on the NAS.
Hi guys, that's great. We can talk in like 25 minutes.
They are going up a little higher. It should suffice now. Okay, they are lingering around there for quite a while. I'm going to drop it down here. When they do that, I like to take something off as quickly as possible just to lock in profits. I'm too slow. Got to be much faster than that. There we go. A little bit lower than that. So just hesitate, not fast enough to take off some profits there. So go back into drawdown again. So looking for them to drop it again. Now they've taken out the high again. Not expecting them to go back up there, but I can see why they're doing it. Unbelievably here, they've come back. So still looking for them to bring it back down. There is a higher gap here. They've come back up into the first gap, so they're going a little higher than would have expected them to do. So I thought we were going to just drop from this point here, but they said no, we got to go back up and take these guys out first. And so hopefully now we'll get our drop. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to shouldn't take that high out. Looking to add to my position here to come back down.
They're not giving anything away on Tesla, that's for sure.
Still just sideways, eh? Yeah, not much going on there. Okay, so still looking for them to drop this thing back. But I needed to take the profit off. I had to be quicker here to get some profits off. this was a possibility that they could come back up here, but I didn't think they would, but they did. So now they're looking to take this high out, which I don't think they should take this high out, but it looks like it's a possibility as well. We're very close to it. So we're in a little bit of a drawdown here. Let's see how Bitcoin's doing at this point. So Bitcoin came back quite a ways down. So I was looking for Bitcoin to go back up to take out this high. And I thought maybe they might do it here, but they've dropped it back down quite a bit. So we'll get a sweep, another sweep. So a retrace here. This would be a buy on Bitcoin to go up. So NASDAQ again, looking for them to drop that back down first. Let's see if I can get a little something off this time without. Okay, that's good. So there I go, make a quick little profit there. Let's see if we can continue dropping to take out these lows here. Oh, I just went in a little prematurely thinking that that was the top. They decided to go back up one more time, take out these guys. So I stay the course, add to my position, and we look to take out these lows now. With an ultimate target of the lows down here.
You still there, Lennox?
I am. I'm almost falling asleep because everything's so slow. But I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mundane morning here. It's very mundane. Doing what I'm expecting, but it's not doing it very quickly. Okay, we're getting a nice drop now. Hopefully this is the big run to the downside now. What I can do is take a little bit more off just to because it's not going that great. So take a little something off again. Okay, now it's starting to go, of course, as soon as I do that. And let the rest go now. Let's see. So I'm at 2,900. Let's see if I can get another 3,000 out of this. So we've got a really nice 1, 2, 3 top here. And we're dropping quite nicely. So that's a really beautiful 1, 2, 3. So this should take us way further down lower than this low. So my target is a bit tight. So I could even drop it down a bit further than that. Let's see where else I could. And I'd say midpoint of the gap, even that's reasonable, and could even go much lower than that as well. I could just bring a stop in if I wanted to, say maybe to here, just to lock in some profits in the event that there's a big, huge spike back up or something. But not looking like they're going to spike it up. And I'm out. So I went to the midpoint of the gap, which is a reasonable target. And so that gap is the large opening gap from Sunday, yesterday. We opened with this big, huge gap up. They've come back to the midpoint. So that's a reasonable target, that midpoint. I don't need to go, I could go lower even, but I don't need to be too greedy. There is a 1, 2, 3 top here. So if I put the fib on that 1, 2, 3 here, you see 1.618 takes us to the midpoint area, which is fine. And then 2.618 takes me right down to the middle of the gap area. So I could have gone to 2.618 at this point, but again, that's a reasonable target. And we could expect a push back up at this point now. So you can see our structure. Our structure is beautiful on this. Let's move this over. Our structure is perfect here. We've got a nice inside 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So quite nice structure. So we should be done. We should be coming back up, creating a 1, 2, 3 to go back up again. So did Tesla do anything at all? So on the 5 minute, not much going on there. On the 1 minute, it's still they're not showing their hand at all here, eh?
No.
So it looked a bit enticing here for a 1, 2, 3 bottom, which you could have played, I guess, but not terrible. But
yeah, I took that trade.
Yeah. Okay, so that that is our 1, 2, 3, and that's again another nice setup that you could play, but you have to be careful because you don't know how far up they're going to go with that because we're in a type of a trench there. So quite interesting.
They could be wanting to go down to take out the lows and also that gap.
Yeah, so they did take out the lows here, so that wasn't good that they did that. If we wanted to continue going up to take out the highs, we shouldn't be taking out the lows, but they can do that too. They can just sneakily take it out and then continue up. But it's a tough one here on that one. So NAS now at this point with the NAS, so we look at this again from a high point. So looking at our structure, so that's what we as 1, 2, 3 traders were looking for, the structure. So we have a structure 1, 2, 3 here. We drop. So at this point, once we drop and we start moving up, and especially when we get a 1, 2, 3 in this area, we're looking for them to come back and take out this low. So that's the whole key to our strategy. So up here, when we were up here and we dropped back and pulled back in, I'm looking for a sell to come down to take out the lows. However, they did fool me and came back up, but they did not take out the high, which is what I didn't expect them to do. Didn't want them to take this high out again. I mean, they could have, and that would still be legitimate. They could still take that high out, and that would still work. But so a little bit of suffer, a little bit of drawdown here. I didn't really want to put a stop in up here either, because just in case they did spike it through, they can do that. Then they form this 1, 2, 3 top, and then we get the drop finally. So it's just a matter of being patient and believing that they're really coming to take this low out. And that's the hardest part, is to be, a believer in that they're really going to do that. But they do eventually do that. So now at this point, it's the same thing over again. We've got 1, 2 and a drop. So at this point, it's the same 1, 2 and a drop. So since we get this drop, again, we're looking for them to take this low out. So it's just a matter of being patient again. We could get another entry to come down to take out the low one more time. So they're not done going down as yet. Is what I'm saying. I would expect them to take out this low because I have a 1-2 here. So what are we going to do in here? We're not sure what they'll do, but something maybe like that. There's a gap here, and then we could drop again. So it'd be similar to what they did here, to where they go up and then drop it down. So this could be another while before it plays out, because we went through all this and it took a while to do that. This took from 9:40 to 10:15. So, that's quite a while. So over half an hour, 40 minutes just to go through this area here. So this would be a little faster because it's a smaller 1, 2, 3 at this point. But so we could see maybe in the next 5-10 minutes here that we could see a follow through to take out this low. Might even be quicker. It all depends on how much fooling around they want to do in here. We've got a number of gaps here. They could come up to as high as this high gap, but there are 3 gaps in here. So which one do they go to? And so since I have since I have 3 of them, so the previous low, I can remove that. Remove that. So Bitcoin made quite the drop as well. So that was a play to the downside. It was a similar pattern on Bitcoin. They create a 1, 2, 3 top, another one, and then they drop it. So I'm expecting them to come back down, take out this low. So this move up, we'll be looking for a 1, 2, 3 top up here to come back down. That would be the expectation. Doesn't mean that they have to do it, but that would be an expectation. So we got a gap here. So it's a likely area for them to come into. They've already touched it, and we could come into it a little bit more and look for a 1, 2, 3 here to continue coming back down. So we'll see the NAS, they come right through both those gaps, and they're coming up into the highest gap here. So let me move this up to this gap.
We have a 1, 2, 3 bottom on the 5-minute Tesla.
The 5-minute Tesla. So Tesla, even on the 1 minute, we have a 1, 2, 3 bottom. 5-minute. 1 minute. It did sweep. 1, 2, 3 bottom. It's a tricky one still. It's looking like they want to take out the high, certainly at this point. So,
yeah, I like the 1, 2, 3 bottom on the 5-minute.
So there we go. We're right into that gap, the highest gap here in this move down. So we could look for a sell at this point now. It is possible for them to go higher, because we do have an order block up here with a gap. So it is possible for them to come up to this level as well. But we could see them push through one more time. This is a likely scenario that they go back up to the order block. Very tiny gap there. Mini gap. Going through this one. I'll remove it. Yeah, they're going right to that. So there is still another gap inside, but I wouldn't expect them to go up there, but they could. Might just be a wick might just be a spike into that little gap there. So all these little gaps, they do come into play. So I marked them off just to kind of show you that, yeah, they can come into play. But I would think that this one should hold here, that we shouldn't go back up into this one, but anything's possible here. So in the interim, Bitcoin's doing a turn in this gap here. So they come and just skirted it, looking to turn back. But we could go higher into it. We could go up higher into it. And that would give us a structure. But if not, they're breaking the low and coming back down. It could still come back up one more time to take out equal highs before they break this 1, 2, 3 top.
We have a bullish triangle and uptrend on the 5-minute chart. Tesla.
So you're liking Tesla on the 5 minutes, but we're in the doldrums on the indices, so I'm a bit skeptical about Tesla going up.
Well, I'm only looking at what I see. If I draw trend lines on the 5-minute chart, I see a bullish triangle and uptrend. Using time to mark trend lines, so we're now up to 319.14. So unless my eyes are deceiving me, it kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3 bottom, but I've been fooled before.
Yeah, I mean it is a 1, 2, 3 bottom. However, because we from the higher time frame we did this drop and we chopped up and we're sitting at this point here. You have to be really careful now about going long, right? So that will be my only concern. The more likely outcome is that we're looking for shorts to come down. But yeah, you have to be, I mean, we're on the 1 minute chart here, 5-minute chart. So yes, you could go long, but again, be careful of just remember, if I go like to the 4 hour, we're at a very high point here.
Yeah, I see that. We're in a wave 4 on the 4 hour.
Yeah, so we're at the peak of this move up. So care has to be taken now because they will induce you to go long in here, but the likely scenario is that they're going to turn it to the downside. So
well, I'll put a stop in then.
Yeah, so just be cognizant of that fact. Anyways,
good advice. Good advice.
There is the NAS now. We could not go through this gap. We're getting a 1, 2, 3 now. So this would be again another sell to come back down to take out these lows at this point. So if you're at all brave, then we take that sell at that point. I just missed getting in a nice entry right in the middle there. So my entry is a little lower than I'm just a bit slow. So this is where, again, by moving off to look at something else, this can happen to you so you need to be vigilant and stick to one thing. So I wanted to get in this area because that gives me a nice 1, 2, 3. This is where I want to get in, not here. So I'll be put into a little bit of drawdown now, looking for them to come back down again. But that's okay. I'm still expecting them to drop it, so. My TP would be down to the lows here. It's the same on the Bitcoin. Bitcoin did not go back up to take out the high. So they just touched into the gap, and that was enough for them. They didn't want to go back up one more time before they dropped. So it's just a straight down move, and that's it.
Okay, I have a stop at 317.99. May the better men win.
See how S&P is doing here. S&P is the same. So it looked like Bitcoin was a better play this time, but I was kind of expecting one more push back up to take out those equal highs, but they did not do that. So now they've broken this low, so you could see that move. We do have a gap here, another little gap here, so we could come back up, drop, or they could just go straight. They don't have to come back at all. So looking for NAS to do the same to start dropping here. And that would indicate that Tesla should start rolling over. But we do have a 1, 2, 3 bottom on the 1 minute on Tesla. So we could expect them to take out this high first. We're just chopping in here. So
yeah, I got stopped up.
Go back up like that. You have it pretty tight then.
Well, I take your advice. I want to get something out of the trade, even if it's just the commissions.
Yes, yeah, definitely. You don't want to just get zero.
So yeah, it was tight, but who cares? I didn't lose anything on the trade, but I didn't make anything. So now I have to figure out where the hell these guys are going.
Yes. So it's a chance. So you see they've come back up to take the high. Interesting. I didn't think they would do that one more time. So they are coming back into this gap up here, interestingly. So I could add to my position at this point. I'm going to do that. Now my entry is a little bit more better because I've added to my position now. So I would not expect them to be going through this gap and going up to take out this high, for instance. That would be just ridiculous if they did that. But anything's possible, of course. So this is where my stop would be at that point. If they do go up there, then, obviously I'm wrong here. And so I've got my structure now at this point, which is unexpected. They certainly could do that, give us that structure. And now we could look for them to come down. So I might have been a little premature jumping in thinking that this was enough at this point. So they did go back over one more time to take out the highs. So now we should get a good drop here. I should have expected that actually at this point, that we would take out the high one more time, because we do have a 1, 2, 3 here, right? So now we need them to take out this low. Give us another 1, 2, 3 to come down.
now I see a possible 1, 2, 3 top on the 1 minute Tesla. Which coincides with your suggestion that we might be looking to go down at some point.
They could still go up one more time.
Well, they might not give us a wave 5, but
it's a likely possibility that we will get a wave 5. Everything's pointing to that. So similar to what they just did on the NAS, we get our 1, 2, 3 bottom, and then we move up. So now they're just chopping it. You see? So they've swept everybody out now, and so we would expect them to go back up and take out this high and this high. So I would expect that move up one more time here.
Okay.
And then we will get a 1, 2, 3 to come back down. So similar to what they just did on the NAS. So it's just Tesla's a little slower on the NAS than the NAS at this point. That's all.
Yeah, the trouble I have is, you know, if we don't get a wave 5, then you miss this 1, 2, 3 top.
Yes, and that's you're still not out of the, you know, you could still catch it, but you know, we have to wait for a retrace, right?
Yeah,
so I'm getting a nice little push back down here. Let's see if I can get a partial. A little further down. There we go. That's nice. So I take a quick partial when they hit that low, and see how far down we continue here. So yeah, they might just push down without going back up. That's certainly a possibility on Tesla there, Peter. So I've got gaps here that we're coming into. Another one here. So the question is, how far down do they come? There's a number of gaps, but again, the likely scenario is that we go back up. So they've swept this one again. We can still go back up there and take out these highs. They're very tricky. So this could be an inducement for sellers. So lots of stops right here, and they could go back up, take them out, and take these guys out as well, and these guys out, and then come back down. So that's still a possibility, or they can just continue down without doing that. So if you get a retrace here and you feel okay, maybe that they're not gonna take these highs out, then you can jump in. But again, you take that risk that they could go right through, right? So they've come to the second gap down. Interestingly, they touched it. So we could see that push back up. There's a gap here. We could go into that and drop, or they can continue going up. So which one will it be? Very, very interesting stuff there. All right, so now NAS is falling nicely. I've got a gap there. I bring my stop into positive, and it's a bit tight here for me to even put it into positive, actually, but that could get taken out real easy. But then I don't lose. So this is a risk putting my stop in this tight at this point. I can see a bit more confirmation going down. Otherwise, I get taken out. So looking okay that I should continue down without going back up above this gap right here. So it's a delicate one on Tesla, that's for sure.
Well, I'm short, so say your prayers for me. 317.35.
Yeah, I could get stopped out here. Hopefully I don't. Let's see. I don't have to put my stop in here. I could keep my stop above the highs. And maybe I might do that just because I don't want to be stopped out. I could bring my stop up above the high. Yeah, because I think they might take me out here. So I'm a little bit, yeah, I'm a bit too high up. So I'm going to bring it down a tad. Trying to put it as technically, I'm placing it as technical as possible. Okay, see if we continue going down. So watch out for Tesla, like I say. So they're pushing back up. So there is a gap here on Tesla coming down. So the question is, do they go through that gap, or does that gap hold price back and we continue down? So those are the only two possibilities here, right? That we either cut right through it and continue up and take out these highs, or we get a 1, 2, 3 top and we drop again. So the likely scenario, because we have a 1, 2, 3 bottom, so this is where our structure comes in. Because we have a 1, 2, 3 bottom, the likely scenario is that we in fact do go back up and take out the highs. That's what I would expect.
I hope you're wrong.
I wouldn't expect this to happen, but I could be wrong, right? So if they go through this gap and take out this high, then you know that the likelihood is that they're going to take out these guys as well. See, I would have been stopped out had I had my stop there. So now they don't need to go any higher than this and just continue back down here without taking me out, because otherwise I'll have my first loss. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm a bit tight there with my stop, just being super technical, just above that gap that was formed, but it's gone now, that gap. This gap was there, it was gone. So if we can just turn and continue down, this would be great. Otherwise, we're going through to take out these highs, and that will put me in a loss position. I don't have to put a stop in at this point. I could leave it off, and because I'm really expecting them to fall, but my stop could be above the high here, is what I'm saying, and that would be a little more palatable. You can see they're going to more than likely take me out here for a loss, which is not so good. Maybe I survived, maybe not, we'll see. They're doing a similar thing on Tesla, eh? Playing around there. So in the interim, Bitcoin, which would have been a really good play, has taken out the low as expected. So there we go. So just as we expected that they would take this low, they've come down and taken the low. So once you see your 1, 2, 3, you get the drop, you get the move back up. It's sell time to come down, take out the low. But it's trying to get in up here is difficult sometimes. In this case, this was very fast. They didn't give you a 1, 2, 3, a clear 1, 2, 3 or anything like that. It's just straight down. So that would be a fractal entry. So a little tougher on that one. Okay, so it looks like I might have stayed alive here. Tesla is fighting to stay alive as well.
Let it drop. Let it drop.
So it looks like maybe that was it. They didn't want to go through and take out the highs. Interesting. Interesting.
I'm short 317.35.
So now we could make a 1-2 and go back up now. You see? So unless they take out this low, you could be still in trouble.
Trouble's not my middle name.
I'm hoping for you they drop it through and come down, because that's what the indices are doing.
Well, on the 1 minute chart, I see a 1, 2, 3 top, 1, 2, 3 top. So let the tops prevail.
Wow. They come right back up in there again. So they're really trying. It looked like we were going to go here, but they come back again. So did they take that low out? They did not take the low out at this point. So quite interesting here. Still looking for them to drop it down.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm looking for them to take out the lows here on the NAS. These two lows need to go. I'll feel a little bit more comfortable about bringing my stop into positive. They're playing around so much in here. I'm not liking it. I'm going to
I agree.
take off a little bit more, just in case. So we'll see if I can get back to 2 grand again. Yeah, they're playing around way too much. making it easy. They're very close to taking me out here. I don't want to see them do that, but I could be in jeopardy. And wow. So I'm not going to move my stop. I'll leave it alone. Not expecting them to go back up to take those highs, but they look like they're going to do that and take me out, unfortunately. They've taken the highs. Decided to exit the position because they are not looking to fall here. It looks like they want to go up and take out these highs. So I'm exiting my position at this point. I could be totally wrong exiting at this point, but it's just not looking good for whatever reason. They're just messing around and accumulating. So it looks like they want to take out more highs. And yeah, so I'd rather have a positive than get a negative here. I could be wrong at this point still, and they could just come straight down to my chagrin. But yeah, it's a bit testy here for my liking. So I think that's what they're doing on Tesla. They're messing around a little bit here. They could easily come up again to take these highs. So you can see that our structure now is a little plainer in that they did that, come through that. Now we can go up. So they're very sneaky. They're very good at the manipulation, and like I say, I could be wrong and they don't go up there, but that's okay. Thought they would take these guys out here and we were just coming down, but they've come back up and taken out the high, and they still look like they want to continue up. So, a bit iffy. Let me see how it looks on the 5. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's I'm expecting them to come and take the low, but it's tough staying in here at this point. So I was very fortunate on that last play because I only got $15. This is probably my lowest ever. So I just basically got out with a tiny plus profit there, interestingly. So you can see what they're doing on Tesla. They're going up, taking out those highs. So the likelihood is that we will see them go and take out this high, and this high, and this high. And this is all based off our 1, 2, 3 here. So it's the similar thing on the NAS, except I thought that we were done here once they did that. Once they did that here, we should be done, and then we'd be getting this move down. But they're going sideways here, so they're saying that we're not really done, and we want to cause more havoc and get rid of people who've sold up in here. So they could be coming back to take out this high here, which I didn't think they would be doing. But they can easily do that. Tesla. Sorry, Peter.
Oh, can't win them all.
No, unfortunately, we cannot. So that 1, 2, 3 again is the catalyst for this move. So the expectation would be that they're going to take that high. But they make it so that it's enticing for you to sell, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to sell, and then they come back and take you out. So whenever you get to fourth waves, it's patience, because you know, if you can wait for this takeout here, then we can get the 1, 2, 3 that we're really looking for to come down, to come back and take out this low. That's the ideal. So it looks like I could have stayed in possibly here. Possibly. I say possibly because I still can spike it up here. So it's a tough one. I hate exiting a position prematurely, but it's a tough one here. I could have been right. I could have been fine staying in, but because the expectation is that they're coming down and take out the lows here. So wow, it's after 8 already. Wow, time flies, eh? So it's after 8. So I'll go another 7 minutes to 8:30 in my time here. It's 11:30 Eastern time. So for all those on YouTube watching us, we are the 1, 2, 3 traders. We look for 1, 2, 3 tops and bottoms. This is all for educational purposes only. We don't expect anybody to take our trades. You do so at your own risk. But if you like what you see, do give us a like and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate that. So I really didn't have to exit. You see that? So close that they looked like they were going to do it. Perhaps. And see, now they've come down, taking out the low. So to my chagrin, and again, that's okay. You can always get back in. That's the beauty of the game. I can jump back in at this point to continue down. So I'll look for a retrace now that we've taken out the low. Sweep the low, get a retrace back in. I could look for an entry here to continue down. Question is, do I want to go back in at this point?
Just a comment here. Tesla does look pretty flat at 318 there on the 5-minute. It's looking like it's probably going to go back down.
Thanks,
well, we have these equal highs right here, so it's a likely takeout of those highs first before we go back, if we're going to go back down, or so just be cognizant of that.
Yeah, there's a big gap on the 5-minute. I mean, the whole it's gapped up huge, $20 on the weekend, right? So. So I'm not promising. I'm just saying it looks like it wants to probably stay flat, hit the ceiling here a little bit, and go back down. It's such an obedient stock for filling gaps. That's one thing I noticed. There's a gap, it's going to fill it.
Well, that's my expectation, that we are going to take out these highs, and then you can look for your 1, 2, 3 top to come down.
Yeah.
But until such time that we take out those highs, I would be cautious. And what I was saying, but I know it's difficult sometimes because they entice you, to go short, and this is what they're doing. So there they go to take out the highs. So that's the expectation, and yeah, they're gonna do it.
Well, I know Qubit, for instance, was up 10%. Now it's fallen all the way down to up 5%. So it's retraced.
Well, a lot of you think a Qubit, it's a cheap stock, so a lot of buyers low are going to be selling, right, when it pops up.
I agree.
So if it popped up 10% for a lot of people, that's huge, right?
I'm saying there's hope for Peter. There's hope, Peter.
Come on, Armin, you're not doing a very good job of driving this thing down.
Yeah, well. It's still early in the day. It's only noon over there. It's just coming up to noon, so.
So I think Tesla has taken out the highs now, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that was what it was expected. I know you couldn't believe it, Peter, but that's the game they play. So at first it looked like it was just like this, and then they were going to go, but then they made it bigger. See, they made it bigger. They take out these lows, and that induces a lot of selling here. And so all the guys are piled in with and everybody puts their stops above these levels. That's just the ploy. And you should be aware of it because of our 1, 2, 3. So, and they go up, they take out everybody up here now. And so now we can be looking for our 1, 2, 3 top to come down. Now I'd be really vigilant now to wait for this 1, 2, 3 top to pounce on it to come down. And we know when that's going to happen because we've got a 1, 2, 3 here and we're going up. So we can wait for that to occur. So if you're patient, you can catch that move down. You'll make a lot of money coming back down. So NAS, you can see, again, they did come down, take out the lows, but they've knocked back up. I would have been stopped out. So it's the same thing as Tesla. It's just a fourth wave chop, and they're just inducing all the sellers in here. So I was one of them. I saw it, I got out. But sometimes you don't see it, and that's the thing. They don't want you to see it, of course, right? That's the game. That's their game, and they play it well.
320.
There's no joke. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's still down. So now that Bitcoin is taken out its low, at that point, it's now chopping. So looking like they want to come down one more time to take out another low. And that would kind of make sense as well, because there is really a 1, 2, 3 here. So we drop, they're going to come back down. We got a 1, 2, 3 here now. So we'd be coming back down again. So if I was just playing Bitcoin, I'd be jumping in to go short, at this point type of thing. Once I start to see what's going on. So that's how I take quick profits off, jumping in on these 1, 2, 3s, quick move out. So just in and out very quickly, no fooling around. All right, it is 8:30 my time, so I'm going to call it a day, gentlemen.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks again. Have a good day.
Thanks, Lennox.
Yes, sir. You guys are all welcome. Enjoy the rest of the day. Martin, thanks for dropping in. We should chat sometime, Martin.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't know when's a good time for you, but
Whenever. Just say your time.
okay, I will.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, and thanks again for everyone on YouTube. Take care. See you tomorrow.